What's up, fellas? It's JP, Two Coast Customs. I actually got a day off. Oh my god. So, anyway. It's been a minute since I made some videos, but I am going to update you on the couple projects I am pecking away on. You know from my previous videos what all I'm working on, but I'm going to get you kind of up to speed of the certain projects I have going on, and we'll be doing little segments on. Okay, first, if you remember, I was sculpting the White Ranger, and White Ranger sculpt is completed. Went ahead and did my regular dragon skin mold with fiberglass shell. I haven't trimmed it or anything, so I'm not going to pick it up and put holes all in my hands from the fiberglass. But what I did a little different this time is I made my keys a little bigger, and I didn't cover them up with the fiberglass. This way, when I go to put it in the caster, I can pop it through the keys, and I can make sure they're pulled tight against the wall, so the mold I know will stay better structure with the round helmets. Now helmets with a lot of deep detail I don't really have this problem with. I'm thinking because these helmets are more round on the side and the way the heat moves, since I use a thin mold, it's I get a little deformation in them sometimes, and I'm hoping this will help me out because being able to pull the key all the way, I will know that the skin is locked in the helmet mold itself. So we'll see how that goes, but I didn't spend a great deal of time on this because I just wanted to get it done. So it's kind of sloppy looking, but it is what it is. It's a mold and it's ready to go. Right now I'm just waiting for some more plastic to come in because I used all mine on another project. But as soon as that comes in, we'll pry this thing apart, put some screws, and see what kind of castings we'll get out of it. I'll try to cast a couple gallons worth, that way if you guys want to trade for some, I'll have some available to be able to see how it looks. But yeah, that's the status on the White Ranger right now. Oh, if you're looking at this back here, this is one half of my Predator, the head mold, and what I'm doing with it is, as I using plastic, if I overestimate and mix too much, I'll put the excess in here. And what I'm doing is basically I'm building this up really thick, and then I'll come in, sand this, give me some tooth, and put some plaster. And I'm going to actually make an armature of just the face of the Predator helmet, or the Predator mask itself. That way I can sculpt an open face Predator on the front of it. And the way I'll do that is I'll actually cut off the existing front mandibles, and sculpt an open face scenario on there. So I will be able to have an open face Predator, which I've been trying to do for a long time, but it's just one of those things that keeps getting pushed off. So that's what that is. Okay. Alright. And we have a super secret project which was completed. It's a piece of art I'm rather proud of, and we'll display in future coast to coast videos. But right now I'll show you a few things that I've been working on. First, as you know, we molded the Meow Meow, or the Mjolnir Thor helmet, Thor hammer. I'll show you how the mold came out. The mold came out really nice. It was really simple, and it didn't actually take much materials to make. Basically, it's just a two-part mold. On top, or I molded it at an angle like the original mold lines, and just left me a hole to pour. It picked up the detail extremely well. One of the walls kind of fell in a little bit because I didn't make any keys. So, but was able to sand it down, fix it. And even the screw portion that the original hammer had actually came out perfect. You could actually screw the original handle into it if you wanted to. So, with that being said, we have a Molnar here. Now I cannot pick it up by the handle right now because I just put some black stain on it, which you guys will see in the time lapse. This sucker is very sturdy. It's about I'd say at least 6 pounds of resin and another pound worth of wooden handle there. The way this is put together is, you know, you have the button on top here as the standard for Thor hammers. But what I did was I sanded off the original button that was on here, okay? And then I drilled a hole straight through the middle, and then I cut the hole at an angle, at angles, so a hex bolt would fit right in there. And then that left me the threads coming out this end, and so I just drilled this to the according size and screwed it down with wood glue and everything. So you actually have a shaft coming from here all the way up through here that's actually metal. It's I think it's a little under 3/8 lag bolt in here, and it's all wood glued and resined. And then basically what I did was go back in the mold and cast a new portion here, and then trim it off, and then epoxied it back onto the helmet. So this thing is ready to do some major damage. It's very solid, very hardcore. I picked up the details pretty good. This is my custom one. I was planning on molding a more movie accurate handle, but I decided I like this one. I wanted a more mythical looking hammer, and I think this handle really accents it well, especially with the wood stain. It's a black wood stain. It brings out the wood grain. Pretty crazy looking. It'll look really good when you get some clear coat on there. But yeah, this thing's huge. But I made mine off the Disguise model I got off Amazon. It's pretty accurate for what it is, and you can't beat it for 20 bucks. For me, I wanted a real good tangible Thor helmet because I'm a huge Thor fan and I grew up with Thor. So I wanted a hammer you could pick up and be like, yeah! You know. And the Disguise one is a blow molded hammer, and you really can't get that feel. I had made a Thor hammer once before, and when this is done, I'll compare the two. They're made two different ways, but I'll tell you guys about them in case you might want to start a project like this. This project right now, it probably cost me about 20 bucks in fiberglass and another $30 in dragon skin, so about $50 to make the mold to this hammer. So it's not really cheap, but it's something I wanted. I don't really plan on making these hammers, so if you're interested in the mold, I'll hook you up on it, because I really just wanted to get one good solid casting. I might make one more copy, but yeah, I won't be using the mold anymore. So now, as far as the materials actually in the hammer, this is solid resin. Alright, now it's different colors because I was playing around with the mixture of the tint and the smooth cast, but this is solid resin. This is probably like almost a gallon of resin in this freaking thing, so it's very expensive to pour. So right now you're looking at over $100 to make this hammer. And the handle here I got pre-made, and it's actually a lot longer, but I had chopped it off at this part here and modified it to fit. The handle was like $10 at Lowe's. In the woodworking section they have lots of pre-milled structures and handles, table legs, stuff like that. You can pick up pretty cheap. Lowe's has a lot of things that's very helpful with doing this. Also, like the end here is a wooden button, which is also sold in the same aisle, but they have different wood accents too, so you can really get crazy with this. So this is my Mjolnir, or AKA Meow Meow Hammer, and yeah, that's where she is right now. So I'm waiting for a handle to cure so I can put another coat on it, and then I'll do some sanding, and then come in with my body filler to smooth the sides back out, and paint her up, man. Get her looking right. Get her looking like some good Uru. Now, not too long ago, my buddy Tim Oak from Pennsylvania Prop Makers sent me a helmet, and we'll be back after a commercial. And Abby's back. Alright. Now, yeah, my buddy Tim sent me a Carter helmet of his, and I did a couple slight modifications. Added some more detail pieces, fiberglassed them on there, as well as put in some grating in the sides, which actually, it's a really cool material. They sell it at Lowe's, and it just basically comes in a roll. It's super cheap, it's like $3. It comes in a roll, and it's used to cover the top of gutters to keep rain, leaves and stuff from falling in for your house. And so I just cut it and glued it in, and I thought it added a nice effect. It gives it a lot more depth. It's just an accent to add. And then airbrush some simple shapes on there, and then gave her a nice weathered finish. Kind of beat up a little bit. So, but yeah. And then just put a visor in there. This is a visor off Amazon. I think it cost me like $7. A couple bucks shipping. So ordered a handful of them. And to install the visor, I had actually seen another gentleman online install his visors without glue, and I thought that's a pretty cool idea. So there's actually no glue in there. It's just 2 Chicago screws, one on each side. And I pre-drilled my holes, took my time, drilled the hole through the visor, and attached it, and it's pretty much on there pretty strong. And like that, if you actually wanted to trim the top of the glass there, you could make it to where it'll pivot up and down. Since it's on a pivot there, this one will pivot down actually, but it would hit your face, so you have to trim it. But if you trimmed it the other way, then you could actually pivot it up. So I thought that kind of neat. But yeah, man, that's a Carter helmet. I really like the way the black and the yellow came out on it. And if you want to pick one of these up, hit up my boy Tim Oak Props. So yeah, he'll hook you up. If you need to find a way to get in touch with him, just message me and I'll send you his way. So yeah. Alright, now also too, this is kind of cheesy, but I had to get this. When I was at the Halloween store, I saw this helmet. It's a Thor helmet, and it's the cheesy costume one, yeah, that they sell on Amazon and stuff like that. However, what I did was I took it apart and I fiberglassed each piece, okay, and used matte to make it really rigid and hard. So we went from a flimsy vacuum formed helmet to an actual stout helmet, pretty much a fiberglass helmet at this point. In one of my videos I showed you guys how I was putting fiberglass on the inside, and that's basically what I did. I mean, just like you would do your Pepakura models and stuff like that, I fiberglass the inside. That's pretty much it. Put some matte on there. Now, originally these earpieces held on with Velcro, and that's not cool. So what I did was I put a hole in each side and I put a screw in there, hold them on, and decided I wanted to smooth that screw hole out. So, which I haven't yet, still working here, but this will be covered up as well as this one. There's not one on this side because I found out I didn't need to mount it. But what I did was just use the 2-part epoxy, which is this is a bumper repair kit, which basically makes a flexible kind of glue, which is good. That's what we wanted for this helmet. And basically I put it on there, and then took me some good clamps, put it one clamp here, put one up here, and just another clamp on the back side, and just let it sit overnight. You could probably do it in a few hours. It would probably bond pretty good, but that's the route I went to doing it. So yeah, I tried to keep the helmet symmetrical as I was making it, but well, it came out alright. Anyway, this is the original paint job, so my next step is to fill these holes, and I'll sand it and put a 2 Coast Customs paint job on here and get her looking right. And then of course I would like to do the little rock stand like in the movie, but I think it'll be a pretty nice combination to hang on the shelf there. What do you think? So yep, that's what's going on with that. And I am running out of room in my prop shop here, so I think I'm gonna try to auction up something for charity. I'm not sure what yet. If I'm gonna give away one of my costumes or models, maybe retire the Predator. I'm not sure yet. And it looks like we'll have to add another part to this, guys, because ran out of memory again. So, but yeah, think about auctioning some stuff for charity. Me and my wife usually donate to St. Jude, so might try to send proceeds their way. But that's just a brain fart. Clear up some space, but we'll see. Now the light is killing this white casting, but anyway, this is just something I thought I'd show you since we're in the room here. This is a latex casting of my Predator mask. It is fully wearable. This is just the flashing from the mold, but it is fully wearable. It's fully latex. It's not too heavy. I got some flexible foam that was rolled on the inside there, so adds a bit of padding, which you could also adjust as you go. But I will be painting this one up, and it will be available. It's available as it is right now. This was just a spare for my Halloween costume. I wanted to have an extra in case mine got ripped or something like that, for competition reasons. But yeah, latex one, real pretty. Came out really nice. So, and while I'm in here, I'll show you guys my stuffs. Okay, so this is the Pink Ranger helmet that's in primer. I'm pretty much going to paint it at this point, but I want to split it and do some more fine sanding before I paint it. This is the Blue Ranger helmet that is still being worked. The shapes are there. I'm pretty much just smoothing it at this point, and then I'll cut it in half and primer it up. So in case you guys were wondering what happened to that one. And then to my right here, I just have a ODST. I cast it up because I didn't have one in my collection. In P1 Predator mask, a Red Ranger helmet, which is another one's going to be finished for the collection. And a T-51 helmet that I don't know what I'm gonna do with. I just got it because it looked cool. I think it's huge. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this update, and look forward to some more. Been really busy on this turnaround at work and hadn't been able to post like I want to, but when I get my chances, I'll be in the shop and I'll be working and show you guys what's up. And if you got any questions, hit me up on YouTube. Yeah, later guys.